Hey guys, it's Lauren from Style Story here, and what I wanted to do today is something a little bit different from the typical videos that we have been making, and that is to go back to basics and run some of you through the key steps to the Korean beauty routine, what kind of products you'll find in a typical Korean beauty routine, how you use them, where you use them, and also why you use some of them. There's a couple of additional steps in most Korean beauty routines. Some of you may be familiar with them and some of you may still be wondering what exactly they are. So I thought this might be a good chance to just sort of explain some of them and some of the common steps that you'll often see in a routine. So the first thing that we use at night in a typical Korean beauty routine is a cleansing oil. Now they come in lots of different formulations these days, including balms, traditional oils, lots of different things, but this is the basic first step. And the reason that we use an oil cleanser is pretty simple. Most of us during the day are wearing either a combination of makeup, sunscreen, all different types of things on our face, and we need to get it off properly so that our skin is clean before we go through the next layers of our skincare. So the cleansing oil is just a really easy way to dissolve whatever's on your face and get rid of it properly. And then we follow up with a second cleanse, which is often a foaming cleanse like this one. And that one is to get rid of any leftover debris that might be on the skin. Now the good news is that if you do go out and purchase two products, you will be able to use this one in the morning as well, because this is just a typical cleanser that we use as our first and only cleanser in the morning usually. So you don't need to worry about sort of excessively having all of these various different products. You will be able to use this one again as well. So once we've got a clean base, which is really where one of the most important things about the Korean beauty routine is starting with a clean base, we need to put hydration and nutrients back into the skin. So the first step in that is to use a toner. Now the key difference I find between a lot of Western toners as opposed to Korean toners is that they're actually hydrating. So rather than being astringent, like the toners I know I used to use when I was younger, which kind of stung the face and had, you know, really astringent sort of properties to them, Korean toners are often quite hydrating, and some of them are actually quite a bit thicker as well. So that's the first place that we start, and that's really just sort of to reset everything and also to add a tiny bit of hydration back into the skin, because the skin after you've cleansed it is sort of like a sponge. So if you think of a sponge that has no water in it, no moisture in it, it's literally hard. So you kind of need to throw some moisture back at it so that it can start to actually really absorb that, and this is the first step in doing that. The next layer after that is what we call an essence. It's a kind of product that looks like this, and an essence really is to treat the skin on a cellular level. Now this is a very Korean step in the routine, and it's one of the key products I think that makes up a Korean beauty routine and makes the routine itself stand out from a typical Western routine. So essences come in many different formulations. The key is to pick one that's right for your skin type. So in my case, I have dry but acne prone skin, so something like this with tea tree in it is really good for my kind of skin type. And you can use this product morning and night, but again, it's one of the key products that you'll often see, especially in the night routine. Now, depending on the person that you ask, what step comes next, it really depends. I know plenty of Koreans that then go on to use a mask sheet, so something like this after their essence. Other people prefer to do the serum first and then use the mask sheet afterwards. It doesn't really matter. I guess the key reason that a lot of people I know use their masquerade after their essence is because in general with any kind of skincare routine you want to put on the thinnest product first in terms of viscosity, and then move your way up to the most hydrating, the thickest product, which would be like your moisturizer. So depending on how thick the products you're using are, people will either use an essence then a sheet mask, or an essence, a serum, and then a sheet mask. It doesn't really matter, it's basically all semantics, but you can pop that on whenever you like. Now, we actually just had a conversation in the office a few minutes ago debating whether people actually do mask every single night. And the consensus was that yes, most Koreans, if not masking every single day, at least want to be masking every single day, like to mask every single day. Whereas I know a lot of Westerners, we think of it more as a kind of special occasion thing. So typical Korean beauty routine will often use a sheet mask every single day. There's nothing wrong with using a sheet mask every single day. That's a question we get asked a lot as well. Most of the formulas are actually produced and the ingredients in them are included on the basis that you will be masking most days of the week. So there's no problem with over masking. If you're the kind of person that thinks, well, I don't have time to mask, like when am I going to have time to like lie down for half an hour? The good news is that most sheet masks these days actually adhere to the face pretty well. So for myself personally, I'll walk around, I'll make dinner, I'll watch TV, like whatever else I'm doing in my nightly routine, I'll just do that with a sheet mask on. I have no shame. I also mask on planes. That's just the kind of person I am. If you prefer though, you can mask when you're in the shower, I guess. If you're having a bath, if you do want to lie down, you have 15 minutes to do that, go for gold. So yeah, just make that work for you. And then a serum. So this is the kind of product that I think has received a lot of attention, certainly in beauty magazines and whatnot over the past few years. And serums are so great because they are really a thicker type of product and they contain a lot more active ingredients than your other products in them. So they do a lot of nightly repair work. So your skin does most of its repairing at night. So to make the most of that, we pop in a serum. Then the last thing in just a nice simple K-beauty routine at night will be to pop on your moisturizer. So this is just your barrier over your skin to help sort of let everything sink in. So personally for me, because I have really dry skin, I like to use a nice occlusive cream that will really lock in all the products that I've put on before that. So something like this, which has hyaluronic acid in it and a little bit of a thicker texture, is perfect for me. So we'll do some more videos about extra steps that you can add into the routine, of which there are many, and some of the other things that you might like to consider, including how to pick the right products for your skin type and all of that. But this is just a nice basic routine to start. So step 1 is cleansing oil. Step 2 is cleansing foam. Step 3 is toner. Step 4 is essence. Step 5, serum. Step 6, mask. And then your final step is your moisturizer. See you guys on Style Story.